Can you tell me how there's a teenage parent that's a high school dropout, convicted felon, taught to hate and stay away from police, come to view Alton Sterling and Eric Gardner, both killed by police, in the same light as Officers Sean Clark and Jeff Shelton? These four families' lives were changed forever. Someone's son, brother, father, lives were lost because we missed a connection. That connection could be a name, a face, a conversation, or maybe all three. But these simple connections allow us to realize that we're all human. On August 9th, 2014, Officer Darren Wilson and Michael Brown missed that connection. But on the same night, an idea was born. With the fear of this being our son, my wife asked, "What are you gonna do about it?" And having never ran from a challenge, I went to work. So instead of sitting in some library, I went to the one place besides the church that has been the cornerstone of the community since the beginning of time, the barbershop. And by doing so, I confirmed the disconnection. But I also unveiled the desire to have a connection. And that's the connection that Cops and Barbers works to build. The connection that destroys the us versus them mentality. Through community events and our Civic Leadership Academy, we teach civic engagement and life skills such as goal setting and community awareness to high school seniors, awarding scholarships to barber school at the end. Through our partnerships with CNPD and the Police Academy, all students get a community buddy. And that's a cadet in the Police Academy working on that connection before a gun and a badge is ever involved. I have two more names for you, Tim Ellaby and Justin Crawley. Two young men from two completely different backgrounds. One with a plan and direction, the other just trying to figure life out. One enters the Police Academy, and the other enters Cops and Barbers Leadership Academy. And they become each other's community buddy. And they both have the willingness to do better, and that was the beginning of their connection. So today, Tim is an established barber, and Justin's a CNPD officer. And they continue to meet and hang out on a regular basis. And Justin's about to get married, and Tim's a part of his wedding. You have two young men, one cop, one barber, brought together by a program bridging the gap and changing the narrative. A narrative that has the inner city community believing that upward mobility does not exist. And it's impossible to have a positive relationship with law enforcement at a time where there's more fear and hate than conversation. So tonight, we ask for your help. Help us create the future Tims and Justins. With the Seed 20 prize, we'll be able to send 10 kids to barber school. So help us rebuild our community, one cop, one barber at a time. Because bridging the gap is the narrative, and the narrative is what's making a difference. I'm Sean Corbett, the teenage parent, high school dropout, convicted felon, now business owner and executive director of Cops and Barbers. Thank you, and God bless.